Hi, welcome everyone. This is the Cast of Psychic Medium show, recording in Tacoma, Washington. For appointments, call 253-503-6816 and visit casthuff.com. Information is from Spirit and is from a spiritual medium and is for entertainment purposes only. This and all recordings and information I provide are copyright protected by law and the property of Cass Huff. Welcome everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Today is April 9th, 2019. Today we're going to be talking about correcting energetic balances within yourself, getting to the place where you're receiving energetically, and understanding the different causes of energetic imbalances. And we're talking about natural energy flows, and we're also talking about the physical energy flows that flows within your being. So today we're going to be talking about correcting those. Today's numerology is 25. If you add all the numbers, 4, 9 plus 2019, it adds up to 25, which adds up to a 7. In numerology, the number 7 is the number of trust. And so this has been a really big, incredibly shifting energy. And I don't know about you, but I've done tons and tons and tons of letting go. So over the last weekend, I was very, I took a course in Thai yoga massage. I am a licensed massage therapist and practitioner. However, I don't do a lot of traditional massage anymore. The Swedish and deep tissue I quit doing many years ago because I am a full-time psychic medium. And people would ask me questions while I was doing a massage for them, and it became this really weird thing. And at some point it was, let's do one or the other. And so I am a shamanic practitioner, and I help people to go into a journey and get into a relaxed state. It's very similar to hypnosis. And sometimes I'll use a drum or a rattle, and often we'll go into a journey for healing. And because I'm a massage practitioner and a psychic and a medium and an empath, I'm able to feel where there are restrictions in the physical body, but I've gotten to the point where I don't need to touch the person in order to help them to figure out what's going on. Sometimes I'll just feel from where I am, and that can even be on the phone, what's going on. And I'll ask them, what's going on in that part of your body? And we'll talk about it, identify some restrictions, and see what they want to do about it. So I'm a big believer in psychic massage therapy, and that we can ask for our muscles to relax. We can ask for our body to come into alignment. And we can do it through ease. Now, I'm also a huge proponent of traditional massage. I get regular massage myself. I thoroughly enjoy Thai massage. And when I was thinking about the future for myself of massage therapy, it came to me many months ago. Well, actually, I've been thinking about this course for probably 4 years. But it came to me months ago that this is a way that I could continue to work with people in a physical way where they can leave their clothes on, they can be on the table, and we can work through some of the physical restrictions, and I can still do some of the psychic work I do and be myself essentially, and it will work with the clients as well as myself. So I have found the right balance to continue to do some body work, and it's amazing what it's done for me. So I've taken a whole course on table Thai yoga massage, and I'm a full-time psychic medium. That is my full-time day job. However, I want to incorporate a couple of sessions here and there for clients when I know that it's appropriate for both of us. And so there are times where it's not appropriate for both of us. So I'm learning what it is to be an advanced psychic with my own gifts and how to have those boundaries that are so important as you become so sensitive. If somebody out there is a therapist who practices working with people on the physical level, touch therapy, the more you advance, the more you start pulling away from the deep physical work, and you work in the supernatural or the etheric realm where energy can shift weightlessly. It's just very easy. So I've advanced to that level, and yet want to continue with my massage license and want to continue to work on the physical level with people to help loosen up some restrictions. And I have received a massive amount of massage over the over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And so what I can tell you is I've just downloaded so much information from the physical releasement and the restrictions that I've had. So today we're going to be talking about the corrective balances that are needed. And I'm going to talk about the energy of the psychic corrective balances somewhat. Before I get on to that, we're going to talk about the numerology of the day today is trust. Trust your inherent gifts. Trust what you're meant to be doing. This is going to co-align directly with, we had the new moon April 5th in Aries, which was all about these new boundaries, fiery energies, fiery boundaries, new energy coming to you. And we're coming into the full pink moon. The Farmer's Almanac calls it the pink moon. I know others call it the strawberry moon. On April 19th, 2019, we have the full pink moon. And this is to represent the flowers that bloom early in the spring. And this is a time where you have already laid down some new things for yourself. And right now, as we are going through the stage between I believe it's the first quarter moon, what's happening is there may have been some new boundaries, some new energies you have put out into the universe, and they're being tested right now. Okay? So this is a great time for you to work through those issues. Stay open, because you are going to want to need to watch how people are responding to the new rules you've set forth in your life, the new energies you've put down, the new boundaries you've put down, and allowing yourself to work through these one at a time with the highest intent for knowledge. Keep yourself open to knowledge and information, because when you start something new, there's going to be some obstacles that come up to be corrected or fixed. We want to stay humble with that. We want to stay open. We want to stay in the right mindset and be mindful to what is the best pace, the best ethics, the best boundaries that you can have. Don't overstep yourself and hurt yourself by laying down too many boundaries at once and then having to come back and fix everything. It's better to modify, put it out there, go slow, and work through this time. Finding yourself in this, getting ready for the Libra full moon on April 19th. It's all about being ready to express the joy that's coming from all of this new beautiful harmony you've put out into the universe, and allowing the Libra, the balancing of the scales that goes back and forth. I was once married to a Libra. It was a back and forth universe, always balancing the scales. And I'm a Gemini, so I had that right balance there. And so it's a wonderful energy. Libras are all about, they want a caviar lifestyle. Sometimes they're on a tuna fish budget. Let's hope not everybody listening that's a Libra. But we're going to be feeling that right now in general. You're going to be feeling the Libra full moon is challenging you to see where there's room for modification to be happy. So you're going to feel that fullness of what you want, and yet you're going to feel that there could be a restriction on having it. Remember, there's no real restriction. You're just working with the natural, universal flows of energy. And that's our main premise for today. We're going to talk about how you set out. Okay, let's talk about caviar and tuna fish. You've said to the universe, I want this caviar. I want this certain thing to look this certain way. I want things to go this certain direction. Well, you are sending out that frequency, but there's only been enough of you focused on that frequency to receive tuna fish. Okay, don't get mad at me. This means it's time for you to focus on what it is you want. And it will grow. It will grow. It will grow. It will grow. And before you know it, it's caviar. Okay, so it takes time and it takes energy and it takes focus. And when we're talking about linear energy here on the earth plane, we're talking about time and energy. So what you can do is to breathe energy into your focus. So figure out the 7 main areas of focus in your life and which ones are flowing effortlessly. Where is the energy flowing effortlessly? And where are the ones that are not flowing effortlessly? Everywhere that your energy is flowing effortlessly is where you've put a sense of joy and peace and harmony, and you've probably invested tons and tons of energy into that already, maybe years. So look at that, how it's flowing, and trust the vibration of what you're asking for yourself, that it serves you. And if you're eating tuna fish, just keep eating tuna fish, and it will grow. It will grow into something better, and it will grow into salmon or king salmon or whatever. Before you know it, it's going to grow into caviar. Okay? And so you just keep investing your energy where you know it's serving you, where it feels amazing to you. And don't think too hard about it. Just act from a place of where it brings you joy. Act from a place of enlightenment, where you're just extremely happy about the idea of this caviar. And you focus on the joy that it's bringing you. And you don't even have to see it as something in the future. You could say, thank you for the caviar today. So this is the medicine of Libra. A lot of Libras are extremely good business people. They know how to get from 0 to 60. They know how to make major achievements. They know how to make the miles count. They know how to get things done, and they're wonderful people. So this is a time for you to look at the 7 main things in your life and figure out where is the energy flowing positively. It's time to look at that and go, okay, is there more energy for me? Can I give more energy to these other focuses that I would like to have go better? Well, we can work with divine assistance on this also. We can ask our guides and angels, hey, I'd really like this one area of focus to improve, and go into meditations. I recommend 7 minutes of meditations on doing nothing but breathing, relaxing, and allowing. And do your focus on the one thing that you want improvement on, and let information come to you. Don't seek too much right at this time. Just allow what needs to come in. And don't fight what you know to be true. Sometimes we know when something is so true that if you focus on this thing, it's going to cause you to do work or invest time, or you maybe have to buy equipment, okay? And so maybe you have to make a commitment to someone in order to get that, whatever it is. So when you're thinking about it that way, you could be blocking yourself going, well, that thing is going to be a big step. So what do you need to do in order to feel that what you're aligning to is actually accomplishable for you, that you can handle that step? Ask for divine help. Okay? When it starts coming to you, it'll be easier than you ever imagined. Line it up for yourself that it incorporates into your life in a beautiful way. Imagine and envision yourself in love with what you're doing. Enjoy it. When I was in massage school, I took anatomy and physiology class, medical terminology and anatomy and physiology. And about halfway through that course, I thought, I'm just not doing well. I don't know what to do about it. And it was very hard for me. I was a 4.0 student in college, but it was a very hard course for me. And the teacher, I asked him a question about how could I love this course. And he said, Cass, I want you to draw a big heart on the front of your binder. And every day, be thankful for anatomy and physiology. And every day, say out loud, I love anatomy and physiology. Well, I did that. And I accomplished that class, and I ended that class with love and appreciation. And I follow that simple practice today, where if there's something I'm struggling with, I will talk about how much I love that thing, even when I'm struggling with it, until the vibration of love, the vibration of appreciation, the vibration of gratitude comes into place. Okay, so we're going to go into the talk or conversation about correcting balances. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the tide. When energy is in and when energy is out. Now, you're going to recognize or resonate with what I'm talking about because every single person on the planet has experienced this. When we have energy in, the tide is in, or the tide is out. We're going to talk about a couple of simple things. You can imagine the tide is in your finances. You can imagine when the tide is out in your finances. You can imagine when the tide is in your love life or your health, or the tide is out in your love life or your health. So there are times when the universal energies are strong, the pull. Maybe it's your community, or it could be a mass consciousness. It can be pulled from the moon. It can be pulled from something greater than yourself. But there are times when the tide is in, and there are times when the tide is out. And when the tide is out, usually if you've had enough time to experience the tide being in, you won't be nervous when the tide is out because you super consciously understand that we are rhythmic, that we are going with the tide and the flow of energy. So here's the thing. That's what we call the universal laws of energy. And today's message is energy is always in movement. Energy is always moving. And so wherever you are, everyone around you, all the energy that you are a part of, it's always moving. It's rare for it to be stuck or stagnant. Energy moves. It doesn't hold still. Even when you breathe and you're holding still, you're a transmitter of massive amounts of energy. And the more still you are, the more the energy flows through you. The more you slow down to flow with it versus run ahead of it. And then maybe you'll find yourself running because you're so full. But we're going to talk now about the other kind of tide in and tide out energy. When you're experiencing on your own level within your own being a feeling that there is when you are experiencing that there is an imbalance in your own personal flow, I'm going to talk about a couple reasons that this can happen, especially since it's near and dear to me, since I just went through, well, I would call it weeks, and then culminating at the end with this class that I took on letting go. And we talked in the class about letting go. We did a lot of physical letting go of restrictions in the body, emotional letting go as we did that. So in life, there are times when you go through so much letting go that it's like all of a sudden the water is running out of the tub and there's no stop, there's no plug. And people feel, what's happening? It's all leaving. It's going. How do I stop? Part of that is it feels so good when you let go. But there is a possibility that you can overdo it. As with anything, in life, you can overdo it. So I have a prayer that has come to me many years ago. It came through for a client, and I have heard it and given it over and over and over again. And I would get your pen and paper out. If you're going through a time where you feel there's an imbalance, where you don't understand why that tub is emptying, you can't figure it out, this is the message. You say, Creator, I trust in you. I only lose what I meant to lose according to God. Or however you say God, Creator, Source, Universe, Great Spirit. I only lose what I meant to lose according to Great Spirit. And this is the corrective, or the plug in the tub, the balancer, where you come back into the realization that you have inherent gifts, you have inherent things, you have inherent talents, you have inherent things that are meant for you that you're not meant to let go of. And even if you let go of them, they'll come right back to your door. Okay? You might let go for a while, but it will come back eventually once you become aware of it. If you're just going through a lot of releasing, sometimes people come to see me after they've just let go. They've let go of so much, and all of a sudden it feels like the tub is empty. So in life, there are times where we can have we can manifest, or we can start the process of letting go. It may not necessarily be co-aligned with the natural energy where the tide is in or out. It could be just aligned to you and what's going on with you. And so if you feel like there's an out of balance going on with you, if you want to plug the tub, so to speak, or maybe you're somebody who wants to pull it and let all the energy go, that's fine. But say that prayer, Creator, I only lose what I'm meant to lose according to you. And get out of your own way. Keep what's good for you. Keep going with what's serving you. If you're stuck in a job that sucks and you don't have a new one and you don't have a backup support, it's probably not time to quit that job. I only lose what I meant to lose according to Great Spirit. So if that job is helping you, if it's feeding you, if it's giving you what you need, get into the place where you're grateful for that and manifest something that's even better for you. Stay positive in your alignment. So in your own personal flow, how do we correct those imbalances? First of all, trust. Trust is a big one. Trust and allow yourself to begin to fill yourself up with positive energy, positive, wonderful, fabulous energy. What is going to correct your balance is something within you that you already know, something that brings you happiness and joy. Maybe it's something that will bring you a sense of your power back, your personal power. Do you need to go out and do a certain thing that you used to do, bring it back into your life? Is there someone you need to talk to that'll correct a balance for you right away? Is there something you're meant to be doing with your physical body, bringing yourself into a place where you're harmonizing your physical body, getting your strength up, getting yourself aligned, intuitively being at peace? If you're allowing the intuitive information, are you blocking it? Are you meant to do something with it? It's meant to help people. You're meant to help people. You have a divine purpose, and it's time to just be at peace. So plug the tub, receive what's good for you. I'm proud of everyone, just like myself, has let go of so much in this shift. But it's time now to get ready for the full pink moon. Pink, to me, is the medicine of red, dulled down just a little bit, where you're in your power, but you're calm, where you're in your strength, but you're allowing, where you're in your masculine, but you're at peace with your feminine, and you're allowing yourself to be fully evolved in your own being. This is a time to feel where universe is filling your cup, where the Great Spirit is filling your cup with all that belongs to you, and allowing yourself to flow in that place. It's time for that. So the message for you is to look at where it's time to fill yourself back up. Very simply, Look at that. I'm going to give a very nice meditation, a restoring meditation for you today to help you to restore your energy balance and bring you into a place of peace. Go ahead and take a nice breath and go ahead and breathe and allow yourself to see yourself in your own, wherever you're sitting, in your car, your chair, on the couch, wherever you might be. Let yourself just feel right where you are and become aware of your legs and your ankles and your feet. Become aware of your back and your shoulders. Allow yourself to feel peace. And now let anyone who is tapping into your energy field, visualize them wonderful, doing well, and visualize them unplugging from your energy. See them unplugging from you and visualize everyone around you plugging into the most beautiful divine light socket where they're plugging in and allowing themselves to be helped by divine creator source and allowing that. So in that plug-in, you allow yourself to feel your own energy, restore, relax, vibrate. Everyone is at peace. Everyone is getting what they want. Everyone is getting what they need from Creator. And you can just breathe and feel your own self and have your own needs met and fill your tub up and allow. Give yourself a few minutes after we get off the podcast to see what's needed for my tub right now. What would be the most wonderful energy to fill the cup in your life? What would be really good for you? And it's time to reset your goals, to visualize what's needed for your goals, to come into that place where you're open for happenstance, where Creator just happens to put you in magical places, meeting magical people, and allowing magical things to happen to you. It's important that you allow yourself to breathe your own breath and let everyone else do their own breathing. Everyone is at peace, grounded into the universal consciousness of the biggest light bulb there ever was, Source. There we go. I felt the reset button. Well, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast show. Please feel free to email info@casshuff.com with your questions or Facebook friend me at Medium Cass Huff. And if you have questions for the show that you'd like me to answer, you can private message me or email me, and I'm happy to do that for you. So thank you all. I hope you're all experiencing a wonderful day today and continue to flow in the vibration of the frequency of receiving and allowing yourself to receive everything that needs to come directly to you, for you, to help you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Take care.